Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Happy Sunday afternoon, maybe Sunday evening, maybe Monday morning for some of you guys. I wanted to, so for some reason, my all of my social media accounts were flooded with apparently a GU short from last week that was paying out pretty nicely, and I thought, you know what? I have the information available. Why not share it? Because I know a lot of you guys are still in that journey stage of figuring out exactly how to become a profitable and consistent trader. So most of you guys know, I like to trade on Thursdays. Thursdays are my most profitable days. So what I'll do is I actually had a recording from this past Thursday morning, me trading New York session. And, I'll go ahead and play it. I kind of cut out some of the key things because obviously that New York trading session was probably almost 2.5 hours long. So I cut out some of the stuff that didn't pertain to GU. But I kind of just wanted to give you an inside look into how I was looking at GU, why I took the positions I did. I'm not going to spoil it, but I missed a very, very, very key entry, and I missed it by a couple of seconds. Unfortunately, it is what it is. And, the most important thing was that, and you could tell in the video from my demeanor, my analysis, and then, I went ahead and said, well, how do I get back into this? So you miss a trade. Is it? Do you just walk away? No, figure out how to walk yourself or work yourself back into that trade. So that's exactly what we did. So I'm going to go ahead, roll the, the video from Thursday morning, for all of those guys that love to, troll me and stuff and give me grief about, well, maybe, it's not real. I'll tell you what, focus down here at the time of the actual trading view, and you'll see that, where it was live. It is what it is, so pay attention to it. Hopefully you pick something up. And then at the end, I'll kind of go through and walk you through the process of how I worked an entry back in after missing the most important one. And, what my outlook was, where I was going to partial out, how I was going to manage it, and what my next kind of outlook for GU is. So we'll catch you in a minute. But we have a distribution, right? We have a distribution on GU, and same concept, right? I was expecting this to be just one massive redistribution, right? And now what I'm going to be looking for is, we have the play within the play, right? We have price. Let me just do this real quick like this. Let me shade. So for me, GU is looking way more put together for the sell. Just keep in mind also that today we have all of those damn speakers, right? Today we have all during New York session, right? We have Powell speaking at 11. We have Bailey from Bank of England. We have the ECB president. There's going to be a lot of ups and down swings today. So my goal, whatever I get into today, I'm going to be in a very quick rush to go reduce risk. And once I get to reduce risk, it's going to be pay myself the risk of the trade. So that way, if we get some kind of manipulation, that if it takes me out of the market, at least I don't lose any money today. That's how I'm going to be looking at it, right? But yeah, all day long, we have a pretty clear distribution right now. Let me just do it like this. I'll just save time in it. All right, we have a pretty clean distribution. Curious where this actually, let's see. Did this actually come into See, I just wish they would have taken this higher. I really was hoping that we came up into this, but remember, this is all just order flow of order flow, right? And what we have is we just have our ice that's been built. Trading views back to being laggy, man. And this irritates me. Yeah, it's stupid. Anyway, so we have our distribution, right? We're in a bearish market. Yes, we're still in bullish order flow here. Yep. Dude, it is. Yeah, exactly. They'll blame it on the chip shortage. You know, they couldn't increase their server potential. Yeah. So anyway, I'm looking for price to come back into this area right here, right? This is what I want to see us do. I want to see us come back into this area right here. And if we can get back into that area, great. So my goal is today to look for price to do something back into this area right here. If we come into this 80%, I will probably, I'm going to find the most voluminous candle to see if I can just make sure that I get into this. Oh geez, come on, trading view. Come on, trading view. There we go. So I'll look for the most voluminous candle to see, but this does, just to get to confirm the redistribution in this sense right here. This gives me that 1 to 10 that I'm looking at. Yeah. So I'll be looking here. You said 23 minute. Let's see. No. It's gonna be way bigger than a 23 minute. It's maybe, let's go 115, 116. Ah, dude. All right. You got me, bro. Let's see. Yeah, bro, that's it. I was close. Listen, for just doing it off the cuff, I was close on the 115. Yeah, this is what I'll play right here. I mean, I think it'll be what, like a 9 pip stop. So I'll only play off that 80%. Now, if we come into the 50, I'll need a schematic in there. All right, so 116. Come on, man. There we go. Yeah, for sure. That's the candle that I like. That is the candle that I like. So that would be, yeah, so that's going to be a 10 pip, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You know, it's going to give me, if we get down to this low right here, which is what, I mean, I'd love to target this low, but just to put it there, I mean, that gives me the 1 to 10, you know, so targeting like 129,700 puts me there with that 80%. And of course, if we get that distro, right, if we get the distro in there to get it with a tighter entry, that's even better, you know. So this is really, you know, the area. What in the flippin' A? All right. A video just pops up. I don't even know what's going on with TradingView. All right, here we go. So I'm looking for that. All right, get us back up into this area. Let me just edit this to go to for cells. Yeah, that was my alert. You know what I'm looking at? I think it's already been mitigated. Yeah, it's already been mitigated. Damn it. Damn. That was it right there. That was it. That was the entry right there. That was the entry. It ain't coming back. Play the redistribution. It ain't coming back. This was it. You couldn't have seen it on the one? It's there on the one, right? There it is on the one. I saw it on the on the 15 second, you could see it. On the 1 second, she's there. Beautiful. I mean, that is perfect. Perfect. Boom. It's going to go in my missed trade folder. My reason for missing, we were looking at another chart. Yeah. I should have when that GU alert went off at what time? So this happened at 9:42. So when that GU alert went off at 9:05, I guess I should have moved it up to that 50 and actually looked at it. Right? Now I need to wait for this break for me to look for a reentry. And out of this, my reentry is going to be. So now that if we can pull this right here and break it, so yeah, this redistribution is important. And keep in mind that we can, yeah, look at that. That lightens up pretty nicely. I guarantee you 50% of the entire UTAD or the entire manipulation is going to be 80% of that redistro. So this is something I'd be looking at. I'd be looking at maybe something out of here, potentially like this with a stop loss there. Or stop or an entry out of this 80%. Like that. Maybe split orders. That's what I'd be looking at playing. Something like that. What would this be at right now? This would be at a 1 to, well, shoot, just to this low, it'd be at a 1 to 8. Yeah. So this is how I would get back in. We need to break this low first. And then ideally, let's just say, so we break, let's just say we do this, right? I'll put a little bit of risk here. And if we then do that and we now redistribute, just play the redistributions, right? Play here, take it lower, let it come back up, play here, take it lower. Just play the redistros. We're not coming back above here. Alrighty, so hopefully it give you a little bit of an insight on how I look at a live market. Again, that 1 second distribution would have been a fantastic entry. I have been fortunate in the past. I mean, I don't catch a lot of them. Maybe this year alone, maybe 4 or 5 times did I catch just a really tight entry, really a small time frame like that. It just sucks because it was there, and the minute I saw it, I knew we weren't coming back. But it is what it is. And why do you think I didn't think it was going to come back? I mean, just experience. When you see something that put together, when you see the reaction from it, for me, that told me everything. That's where they filled their last orders for the short, and we're not coming back. So real quick, I know I didn't want to do this video too long. GU's been bearish. I've been very bearish on it. I've been, obviously catching just fantastic plays. I'm holding quite a few plays from GU. But to just give you an idea of where my entry was, again, I was anticipating that we were going to redistribute here, which we ended up doing very nicely. And just walking this down, remember in the Zoom video that you watched, I pretty much said, I go, play the redistributions, right? Just play the redistributions as prices is giving them. And I tried working in a couple of entries, right? Obviously this is that 1 second distribution up here. And you can kind of just see my thought process in this. I had said that in this particular area right here, right? I had said that, all right, if we do come back into this redistribution, I'd be looking to take it off the 50%. Well, we come just short of it. We actually end up playing out of another redistribution here. So no big deal, right? What am I looking for price to do now? Well, I'm looking for price to come back into this redistro after we made this low, which unfortunately we didn't get. But then more importantly, you've got your last redistribution here. And for me, it was just simply, measure out the redistro. I could care less, right? I could care less about the liquidity that is sitting here, all of that liquidity there. No, that honestly didn't bother me one bit. If we ended up trading higher than this, I knew that we were coming for the 80% of this up here, this 80% of the entire move. That kind of gave me the confidence to go ahead and pull the trigger on this. And ultimately you can see what happened, after we confirm, and this was the big thing right here, right? After we confirm our new low in order flow right here, this drop, this essentially became my slingshot area, right? Or the cause of that break. And then again, I was looking to see if we can come back all the way back into the 80% of this move. So I ended up catching this move right here. As soon as we broke this low and changed our order flow, I reduced my risk. And then as you can kind of see what happened here. I took my partials, my very first partial. And what I did here was I just paid myself the risk of the trade, right? So as price broke this low, right? And we'll kind of go back into it here. It was only about a 30 pip move. That's where I paid myself my first partials. Okay. So that way if price, and again, my stop loss was just at reduced risk, essentially break even. I think I was on the hook for, 4 pipettes. But it was pretty quick, again, all New York session. Price ends up breaking that low for 30 pips. It was a 1 to 9 is where I paid myself the risk. And then ideally how I managed the rest of it. So at full volume, which by all means, I was not at full volume. At full volume, bear with me here. We finished at 28.38. So this position right here, at 28.38 is sitting at a 1 to 65. Okay. Sitting at a 1 to 65. Really, really nice entry. If I, also, that 1 second, man, that 1 second is going to haunt me, but it is what it is. You gotta move on to it. I did add it into my missed trades folder. I did go through a little bit of analysis on it. And what it is what it is. And what would this have been if you did catch, I'll tell you what, if you did catch this, comment down below, man. I will give you a huge shout out. I will give you a huge, very, very important trade to take. And, you don't need to risk a lot on it. You could see it was a 1 to 112. So, a quick 1 to 100 on GU during New York session is a really nice little play on it. How I personally manage this though is you can see. Oh no, let me delete that. You can see as soon as we partialed out right in here. That's pretty much what I ended up doing. And then it was fixating on the larger distribution, right? So where I wanted to take my next partial was going to be at this low right here, right around the 129.73. That was a 1 to 24. That was going to be to confirm my redistribution. And that was my last partial that I took. The very last thing I was going to do is when we came to a close on Friday down here, this is where I ended up taking a little bit more. I ended up closing out just 25% volume. And, my anticipation is just continuation, right? You can see now that this peak right up here, this distribution, it is what is maintaining our new structure point, right? Because this is what caused this low, breaking this low right here. Okay. And this essentially is my slingshot. So a return to this area right here gets me more positions. And obviously I will be looking to see if we do trade back up into this. I'll look for a distribution out of that. I do have enough to put a limit order in, and that's something that potentially can happen if we do get up there, but we're 250 plus pips away from that. So it's not something that I'll be looking to do right away. But that's it. That's pretty much my GU look. Hopefully it gave you a little bit of a understanding on how I utilize my market structure and cycles to really pinpoint how I can get these entries, right? She ended up doing pretty much what I wanted it to do. I was pretty happy with it. And, obviously from there, it's just, what's my target? My target is now to get down into this box right here. Do I think that we should start to see a little bit of a pullback? Yeah, I think this is what's going to give the catalyst for us to maybe give a pullback back up. But whether it's 8 months from now, 12 months from now, I'm pretty confident that we're going to take this low. Unless something drastically changes in the world, from a fundamental side, I do believe that we potentially can see a GU below the 1.14 mark. But thanks for watching. Comment down below if you did catch that 1 second. Let me know if you did catch the same entry that I did. Again, big shout out to you if you did catch any of those. Really, really clean price action on it. For me, it was Thursday New York session. That's pretty much when I make sure that I'm on the charts, because they do provide really, really nice entries. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.